This ought to be an absolute blast. You see what kind of shape this thing is in. I really needed to pressure spray this thing before today. I might rethink this and start over here. I don't know. But yeah, this thing, I don't know. I'll probably, that tool will probably get all this off of here, plus all the other junk. I will vacuum it first, I guess. Get all this junk off of here. But heck, with paint comes dirt, right? Get it all off of there. Who cares what it looks like? I have to keep it out of the weather until I can get a layer of primer on it. But good place to start, I guess. I'm out here with the Karcher. It's Honda flavor. It's got 260 horsepower at 28,000 RPM, so it should blast the dirt right off of here for us.
You are such a liar.
So I just filmed pressure washing this thing and it turned out great. The camera just took a picture. So that's great. I really love that. I didn't set it on photo mode. I had it on video and it just snapped a picture. So you missed all this, but it's as clean as it's gonna get. All right, so I got this thing in here. I got it, it's dried off. It's ready to go. I'm going to be using this thing to take all the garbage off of it that I can. If I wanted to, I got some FAP disc wheels that I could use to take all of the finish off of here completely. I don't have the time, effort, or energy to put into that. I'm just gonna get it down as far as I can, and I'm gonna hit it with some primer and hope that that sticks on there pretty good. But I'm gonna get all the dirt and garbage off of here that I can, so we're not wasting a bunch of material. And we'll just kind of see how that goes. So this thing's not super loud, but whatever hearing I got left, I'm gonna hang on to. I know you're struggling with that too, Mom. So I'm just, out of respect to you, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some protection.
Can't hear nothing.
And this will probably get sped up a bunch because it's gonna be super boring. That last battery was flashing red when I put it on the charger, and I clearly know right from wrong, so I did the right thing and just left it on the charger because it's a lithium battery, and I mean, nothing can happen to a lithium battery. Everybody knows that. They're inconstructible. So I'm gonna get back in here. Hopefully get done with this. Let's see. I mean, it's working. It's knocking the rust down. So I'm gonna get back inside there a little bit better, because it's very important to get underneath this part because of all of the people that are gonna see up underneath there. And you know, when it's being operated, so you want to make sure you, just for, you know, aesthetics, you get all that rust taken care of underneath there. Yeah, because people are going to be coming through Deming and they're going to, you know, be trying to flip this thing over to see, you know, just, I know you did a great job, I just want to see it underneath there. So I got to make sure that, oh yeah, that's 10 times better. Let's see. Smells wonderful. It smells like burning catfish whiskers in East Texas. What's their time? All right, let's see what the inside's got to say. Terrible. Completely neglected for bazillions of years. But we'll cover it all up. No one will even know. The boss, Bob Ross, is going to be so proud of this. I do get my whacking tool out and get on this thing, but see if I can get any of this off. Update on that other battery, kids. I went downstairs to get my third set of batteries for this stuff, and it's flashing green now. So just let that be a lesson to you. If it's not broke or you're not sure if it's broke, just ignore it and it'll probably be fine. Oh, and I had to open the doors up down here because when I came back down, I didn't realize how smoky it is. Probably not great to be getting all the dust on the wife mobile here, but it probably needs a wash anyway, right? Nice day out, nice temperature. Typical overcast Deming day. Everything is just covered in red dust out here. Still got 2 more parts over here to deal with, so that's going to be fun. My batteries are dead. I got 1 more battery left. I'm going to completely drain here in a second, and we'll just be in a waiting game for the other ones to charge up so we can finish up here. All these other parts I got to do. Got 2 wheels, the back gate here to the trailer, and the undercarriage piece that has the axles on it. I got to get that all stripped down to nothing, so work on that here in a minute. So I got all this buzzed off of here. I took a test shot of truck bed liner on that rust hole right there. That's the only pass-through rust that I can see on this whole thing, so that's pretty awesome. Got this thing all ground down with the pincushion disc device that I used on the drill or on the grinder, but took all the big chunks of rust off of here. So basically I'm ready to go at this with paint. I got some of the other stuff out of here, and then I got the wheelbarrow wheels all most of the rust knocked off of that. Got the tailgate banged out with my banging tools, so that thing is ready for paint, and it's all pretty straight and flat now, so I'm ready to go on that. But the problem is it's raining, and it's been raining, and I feel like it's going to continue to rain. I'm going to set up, I've got this device here. It's a canopy. It's a pop-up canopy. I'm going to set it up outside there, and Darth Vader is going to help me. And I'm going to try to paint out there and hang stuff off of it and get paint all over it. That'll be great, right? We'll see. All right, look, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing set up. We'll see how it goes. I got in trouble earlier because there's red dust all over the wife mobile. She let me have it on the phone when she figured it out. I said, bring it home, I'll wash it. She said, yeah, right. But it's raining now anyway, so maybe that'll take care of stuff. We'll see. So I guess I'll go out there and do that. All right, check it out. I got my painting buddies, my hanging devices here, ready to go. I'm gonna those on both sides. Yeah, they're probably gonna get wet, but I don't want to spray toward the landscape timbers. I want to spray out to the driveway where the rocks will absorb the paint, because that's what rocks do. They absorb paint. So I gotta go back here and get the paint. I got primer. I got automotive series primer. That's what they had. And you gotta shake this stuff. Anybody know how long you gotta shake paint for? What the requirement is? 2 minutes. Why? I don't know. It's just, you have to. It's in the Geneva Convention.
It's in the Geneva Convention. Look it up.
All right. I shook this paint for 2 minutes. You just gotta trust me. I don't want to go back to prison since it's in the Geneva Convention. Doesn't want to stop spraying. It really likes spraying, but wow. Stop. It's about a defective can, huh? Maybe I didn't shake it long enough. Ha, fat chance. Wow. Okay, so that's gray-ish. If it has runs on it, definitely not my fault. Wow. Okay. Whatevs. Now I gotta figure out how to do this other thing. It's long. I'm probably gonna stand it on the ground because the feet don't matter. Hopefully one of these wires will reach it, hold it upright. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna move this one first. I don't know how I'm gonna do the gate, tailgate. That'll be fun. I'll probably use 2 of these wires to do that. How's that? That's probably gonna work, huh? Guess we'll find out. I'll put something down there because I'm gonna be hitting those rocks and that's gonna look goofy. So, how about this? Use the back side of this. Not that one, I like that one. This is from my neighbor running for mayor. It was highly contested, let's put it that way. Maybe that'll save some of those rocks, we'll see. Not liking this can. Maybe I need to shake it longer. All right, just shook this can for an additional 2 minutes, which is completely against the rules. And if anyone ever finds out,
Nobody's gonna find out anything.
No one probably will because nobody will watch this video, so that's awesome. But I'll probably end up back in prison again, but I don't care. It's worth it, right? I know this is not how you're supposed to paint, but this can is not cooperating with me either. So I'm just going for it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Look at that thing. Get a nice uneven coat on here with the first one because this is Deming and that's how we roll. Glob it on here way too thick because though nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm getting wet, but hopefully this thing isn't. What a waste of paint. Crappy, crappy product. There's a coat. Here goes another coat. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Move along. Move along.
God. I guess if you're trying to waste paint, there's a half a can of this thing so far, and I got nothing done. I got nothing to show for it here. This is really frustrating. So, not happy about this.
That's not good. I'm not happy. Oh no!
I don't even think I have half a can left here, and I haven't even touched any of the good stuff. I barely got a coat on here because of this can just not performing. Terrible. Get out of here. Why? What are you looking at? Why? What's happening here? Who cares? Maybe we're having a cookout? You see the stuff hanging, you know, why? What?
Y'all act like you never seen a white person before.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna keep going on this thing. And hopefully this can is better, but basically just threw that can in the trash, which is a complete waste of money. Very upset about that. I'm not gonna say where I bought it from. I'm reading on the can, and I don't know if it's dated accurately or not, but it says 2021 on it, which I don't feel like that should matter. But apparently it's a problem. And this one's the same, so we'll see what happens here. Oh yeah, this one's in great shape. So I'm thinking it was frozen, maybe, and I'm just gonna take this one back, see if I can exchange it or something. But it looks like it's coming out the top, so there's no way it's gonna work. We'll see what I can do there. All right, I'm gonna move this stuff out here. We're expecting some severe weather today, so I'm gonna get this going, but I'm probably gonna put it in time lapse for you because it's probably gonna be boring, and I don't want you to lose complete interest in it this early. I took these two cans that I got back to O'Reilly's, and they said no problem. It's under Duplicolor's warranty, so we're all good. All right. So I've got the wheels. I got the first coat of the final color on that. It is just because this is what I had laying around. It's engine enamel. So basically, they are the driving force of the cart that's getting pulled. So that is an engine, and that's what I had in the closet. And for some reason it's never been used, so I must have got it really cheap or something. But I'm going to put several coats of that on those wheels because they don't like paint. Then I've got the tailgate hanging up here that I'm getting ready to drench in primer. It's going to take some on the outside, and it's going to get a bed liner coating on the inside. So I'm not going to pay too much attention to one side of it, but the outside is going to get hit pretty heavy. So that'll help me determine which side's the inside and the outside when I go to put it back on, because I can never tell which way that thing goes back on the cart. Then, like I said, we're expecting some severe weather today. So I'm going to move this thing out here. I got to let 24 hours go by on the yellow paint that I'm using. It's this stuff here, Caterpillar, from what I read, Caterpillar Yeller is supposed to match the Hustler yellow that I got. So we'll see how that goes. I'll find out the hard way probably. But that takes 24 hours to dry. So I'm out here just kind of sipping on a beverage. It's not water. I'll give you one guess as to what it is, and I'll give you a hint. It's the nectar of the gods. But I'm gonna be sipping on that, kind of in and out, and I'll set the time lapse back up now. Okay, like we said earlier, severe weather coming. So what that means for me is I've got this canopy going on out here. That's not going to work in severe weather, because hail, strong frontline winds, and tornado possibilities are coming. So that thing would be gone. But so I'm going to have to move my base of operations into here. Not water. I don't mind if I do. I had to prep the cart for paint, and what you're supposed to use is exactly what I use, prep wipes, but I can't afford prep wipes because I'm not made out of money. So I use a family friend sprayway, and I took a good deal of stuff off of the cart. So we're going to be ready to go here in just a second. I'm going to move it outside. I'm going to get all the coats of primer on it on the outside where I want it primed first. I'm going to use some of the, where'd it go? This goodie over here. Rust Fix. I'm going to hit that on some of the spaces that are prone to rust, and then primer right over the top of that once that stuff is ready to go. Then sit back and watch paint dry, because I'm going to have to get, not only do I have to get this canopy down, I got to be able to get the cart back into the garage here in this side, and my wife's vehicle on this side, which is probably not a big deal. And then my truck back over on the big boy side, because of, I don't want hail. No one wants hail. It's under the deck right now, but that's the back end is hanging out from there. So I'm not doing that. But that's kind of where we're at now. All right, this is gonna have to wrap up for the day. Getting kind of tired of telling you this. I've told you, I don't even know how many times, severe weather, okay? It's coming. So I've got to get ready for that. And that involves my paint booth here will not survive any of that. So it's got to come down. This thing's got a coat on it. And I wanted to tell you, welcome to Tiger Stripe Theater here. And I'm your host. This thing, the paint can, I don't want to blame the company or the can, but the wind maybe. I don't know. I was holding it way too close because most of it was blowing away, and I felt like none of it was hitting. So I got too close to it. It's Tiger Striped, terrible. This side looks great. Just gotta trust me. This side's perfect. But the Tiger Stripe is bad, but it's okay. It's the first coat. I've got 2 more cans to go on this. I got to touch up the hitch part and the tailgate one more time, and then the inside and maybe the bottom, I don't know, will get the truck bed liner to help maybe preserve it some. But that's gonna wind us down for the day. Once this is a 24-hour dry time for this yellow. So every 24 hours, I feel like I could put another coat on. I could probably do it a lot sooner than that, but I'm not. I want to kind of do what it says to hopefully fix all this tiger stripe garbage. Cannot do it in the garage because of the equipment in there. Kind of sketchy doing it out here, but I've got to be done for the day. I got to start taking this stuff down. I'm going to have to get help because this has to go into the garage. The wife mobile has to go into the garage, and the big boy truck has to go in the garage before any of this weather hits. I want to show you this too. Show you what's going on here in the old garage. This is what happens. This is how humid it is in here today. You can see the floor looks like it's wet. Well, no water got in here. This is all just from the moisture coming up through the concrete. So not healthy. Got some of this painted stuff hanging over there. I'm gonna bring in the garden cart and shove it up against the wall and try to get some cars in here today. But just a nice moist day out today.